What's up, beautiful people? It's your homegirl, Miss Shameless, all up in your building, and this video is for you. How to stay focused. Because guess what? We are all distracted, you and me. And the reason why I decided to do this video is because a girl is trying to write. And not only am I trying to write, I'm trying to be a good writer. And I just find myself constantly distracted because of things like this, noise, life, woe is me. So I wanted to do a video addressing all the tips on how I stay focused, and I would love to know how you boo stay focused in the comments below. Let's get into this now, shall we? Step 1, identify your target and/or goal. This is half the battle. If you have no idea where you're going, you're gonna go any and everywhere. But when you are on a mission to get something done, you need to know what that is. Make that the thing that motivates you, that gets you up early in the morning and gets you focused. Because if it's not that important, if you don't have a goal, and if you do have one and it's not a real personal goal, it's kind of something that you just chose out of thin air, it won't motivate you to get up and do the work that you need to do. So find that drive, and it's by being real with yourself and being truthful and focusing in on that for now. And then once you achieve that, guess what? You can have a new goal or a new idea. Ooh, if you are trying to do the most, if you're trying to do it all, you're gonna accomplish less. Or better yet, you're gonna accomplish less in a short amount of time. If you really want to get somewhere, just pick one thing. Focus on that one thing. Get where you want to go and then move on. For me, as all artists, we have a lot of different passions. When I was in theater school, 5 days a week. So guess what I was doing 5 days a week? I was focused on acting. I can only do this one thing. On the weekends is when I would do my little side hustle of photography. So weekends were my time to focus on photography. So you might have multiple passions, but whatever you're doing, just focus on the one. Speaking of focusing on the one, identifying your goal. Once you know what that goal is, you can either think of it, but it's super, super helpful to write it down. Write it down, look at it every day, know what you are working toward. Then you eliminate your distractions. I have made that super simple for you by creating a Shameless manifesto poster. And it starts off by, it's basically a contract with yourself. I, Maya Washington,
hereby declare that on this 9th day of September 2019 to abandon fear and shamelessly live out my dreams of being a writer.
I will realize my dreams by believing in myself, hustling hard, and sacrificing what? List out your distractions here. So, once you know what your goal is, you know what the noise is. If this isn't helping you towards your goal, it's probably pulling you away from it. So you can do that. That's totally fine. We're all human beings living and expressing, but it's easier to know what's distractions. Drama, gossip, negativity. All of that becomes distraction when you know where you want to go. Your number one distraction, I guarantee you, is this damn thing, okay? Turn this thing off, or better yet, turn it on airplane mode, delete apps if you need to, silence. There's a do not disturb mode. And not only turn it off, put it in a different room. If you are not in the same room as your phone, you don't have that habit of just like, there you are, and then you pick it up. That's already a distraction in itself. So eliminate this. If you cannot stay focused and you are so distracted, get out of your environment that's distracting you. Go to a library, go into the woods, go somewhere quiet where there's not all these distractions distracting you. Another distraction that might even trump your phone is your excuses. So if you find that you have excuses for everything as to why you're not doing the work you know you need to, that is a distraction. So we're not gonna blame it on my dog, my friend, my phone, this person, that person, it's you. Excuses. I have so many excuses beyond pointing fingers at other people. Fruit flies. That's a real problem. It's also an excuse. All of a sudden, I need to organize my closet. Everything becomes so organized in my home, so clean and in order when I have a deadline and I have to focus. But there are dishes, Maya. Let's do that. Your closet needs folding. Let's do that. I'll think of everything. All of a sudden, I'm tired. My brain will trick me into thinking like, have a nap. No, why can't you just tell me to do the damn job, okay? Naps are good, but they can also be a distraction. Netflix, HBO, Hulu, starting a new series, all distractions, but all also part of life, so you know, what you gonna do? I think my biggest distraction, it's my biggest pleasure, talking on the phone. I love talking to my friends. Talking and being social on the phone is my #1 distraction. Online shopping, why do I have a steamer for my lattes that I can now make at home? Distraction. Pinterest is a total distraction. I'm trying to justify it with work. I will lose my mind on Pinterest. Like all of a sudden, I'm creating my dream home, my dream family. Like the amount of boards I have for all these things whatever. But I have them. I like to think of it as creative brainstorming, but I suppose it's a distraction. Partying. Turning up at the club. I don't do it anymore, but I used to. Do you turn up? Whatever it is, you can use your own self-awareness to pinpoint what's a distraction. So take ownership once you figure it out. Don't pass the bucket, just own it and make the changes you need to make. Next, prioritize your goals. We live in the future, whatever time and era you're watching this. You have a lot of goals. You have more than one goal. So I'm gonna ask you to prioritize your goal. Which goal is the most essential one you need to accomplish first? And what's the one you need to accomplish last? So create a list or whatever you need to do to get organized, but prioritize those goals. Write it down. Trust me on this. Scheduling. Schedule your priorities. Whether it's a list, it could be on your notepad, it could be on your phone, whatever it is that you need to do, write it on your mirror, write it on a dry erase board, just write it down and look at it and make that a habit. Give yourself time to do it because I have found when you don't give yourself time blocks, you just take forever. Once you've identified your goal, you've eliminated all those distractions, you're going to create good work habits. So once you have your scheduling down, stick to it. The mind has neurons that fire off, and the more we say yes to bad habits, they still translate into other areas. So it's almost like you can't skip a beat. You have to be on 24/7, whether it's eating, whether it's partying, whether it's doing your work. So I'm not saying don't do it, just segregate the time that which you do it. Which leads me to my next point, create a reward-based system. So go out and have fun, but use that as a reward for the hard work you've done. So once you reach a goal of working out 5 days a week, then guess what? Saturday's here and it's cheat day. You can reward yourself in that way. So you're not depriving yourself of the pleasures that life has to offer. You're now using it as a reward and motivation to get the work done. Having said all of that, life is a journey. You're gonna be distracted, you're gonna be all over the place, and that's what makes life really beautiful. But when I look back now as a mature woman, it was part of my journey. Like, life isn't a straight line from A to B. It's literally like, back here, over here, way back over there. And it just makes life beautiful, and guess what? It's for the memoir, it's for the tell-all. Some great tools to get you inspired and in the zone. Deep work. This book is so good. I used to talk about this all the time on social media, but it essentially talks about we live in a dot of distractions. Certain writers have to go on retreats and isolate themselves from all the noise that cities have, but also just segregating the time. This is why I'm moving, because I have too much noise distractions. But if you're gonna be on social media, you can train your brain to do it for like a dedicated amount of time. Because when you just start scrolling, and see, this is the problem I have. This is such a problem. I have trained my brain to multitask. So I'll do 1,000,001 things at once. So can you imagine when I'm sitting down trying to get focused and write? My brain wants to pick up my phone. It wants to start filming, start doing makeup, start doing the dishes, because I've trained myself to multitask, which is good, but then it's also like, it messed me up. Deep work. I also use this app. Oh my God, it's so good. It's called Habit, And it's super simple. All you do is put in the habits that you want to develop and you check it off. This is my accountability partner. I actually discourage accountability partners because you're putting the accountability on somebody else versus yourself. When you're like, let's go to the gym. No, go to the gym. You don't have to go together. Make this your journey and figure it out. Because what happens when they drop the ball? Then you're gonna drop the ball. Then what? Then what? For the life of God, just focus. I say this sincerely to future Maya, past Maya, and you boos watching. I hope you found this video helpful. Make sure you share your tips in the comments below. And until next time, remember to do you, be you, and stay true. Be shameless, get focused, do the work. You might as well log off right now, okay? After you like my video.